the Alfa Romeos, it is quite similar to that, is what I'm going to be going with on this final lap of the final 2 laps of this race. Ickle making a very good point, by the way, in the chat. They have nothing to lose staying out. If they pitted, they'd be at the back still. Makes sense to me. P2 will try and hold the pack up most likely, which is pretty much what I've just said there in terms of my in terms of what I've just said. Gakowski leading the way, Michele second, Casper there in third. They're gonna basically CPI are gonna have to sacrifice Gakowski for the rest of the field. That's what's gonna happen here.
You mean Michele?
Yeah, no, sacrifice Gakowski into the race lead because everyone else will be catching on the softs.
Also, another interesting one. Obviously, Phil currently in P6, Casper in P3. Could have some IRT teamwork going on as well in that little equation as well. So Ian Van Unen and Tals will have to be on high alert here as the safety car is in this lap now, James. And
all I'm going to say now, welcome to the wacky races, albeit at the Temple of Speed. Gakowski leads the safety car into the pit lane. Now, the safety car will lead the pack into the pit lane. Gakowski, though, was the virtual Burt Malander. He's now the virtual safety car. Like Stretcher's done in the chat, get your popcorn emojis in there. Get your popcorn out. Get to the edge of your seat. It's going to be 2 very hectic laps. We're going to end up losing our voices by the end of these 2 laps, I guarantee you. But Gakowski could actually end up bringing Nick actually back into play right at the back of the field. Just seeing Nick there catching back up. But Gakowski now is about to say go. But when is he going to say go? Well, right on board with Michele down in towards turn 1 on board with this restart. And there he goes. Gakowski goes and Michele catches a bit of a half spin. And Casper now is right on the back of him in towards turn 1. So this has not worked out. This has worked out good for Gakowski, but Ian Van Unen is already on the back of him, and he's already got a better toe as well. He could be getting boxed in here. The Aston Martin parting the Red Sea, deep on the brakes in turn number 1. Nick is out of the race further down the field, but Ian Van Unen trying to hold in there. It's like a car parking towards turn number 1. Gakowski's won this race for sure. Surely, Gakowski leading the way. Marlon into third. Ian Van Unen there in second. 1.3 seconds, but now they've been put on the back foot. It's Gakowski against the rest of the field. Ian Van Unen in second. Marlon in third, Casper in fourth, and there to the inside line goes Phil as well, and Phil's through on Casper. Casper holding everyone up like an absolute treat. Gakowski though leads the way. It's him against Ian Van Unen, against Marlon and Phil, it seems like, for the race win, as there's a pile up in behind. Luca Cott catching wide, they're just about joining on track on Jeslar. It's hard to keep up, but Gakowski leads. Ian Van Unen though is right on the back of him.
Yeah, and what we got right now is your pick, my pick, all our picks are here. As we come to the closing stage of this race, who's going to be Mystic? Will it be Mystic Mike? Will it be Mystic James? Who will be right? Let us know as we're about to approach the final lap of this race, as Gakowski is still in the race lead, but for how much longer? As you see the grip advantage that Ian has.
Oh, makes contact! Makes contact with him on the rear end, actually, coming through Parabolica. He's going to be just about line astern ahead. It's a drag race down in towards turn 1. The final 4.5 kilometres of the race at the Temple of Speed about to begin. And Ian Van Unen speeds off into the distance. He goes for the race lead. Gakowski at the worst possible part of the track. Marlon is going to have to get past Gakowski, whether he likes it or not, coming through Curva Grande. But Gakowski's got the speed off the corner, and Marlon is only going to be catching a shadow coming in towards the Delaware chicane for the final time. Ian Van Unen seemingly looks like he's got this for now. The ET8 man out on top. Gakowski holding up Marlon, an absolute treat. Marlon's done for. Marlon's been held up coming through the Delaware chicane. He's trying to desperately fight his way through, but Gakowski is trying to fight his way into second position, and he's still holding up Marlon. Marlon is going to be getting so frustrated. I don't know what's going on in the background, by the way. Jeslar off, Raphael off, don't know what's going on in the midfield. Marlon though going side by side down the straight. He's going to have to wait until Parabolica to get this job done, and that could bring IRT Phil potentially into play. Marlon might not even end up on the podium out of all this, but Ian Van Unen, my albeit late pick, is going to win this race here in down in towards Parabolica for the final time. But here comes Phil on the back of Marlon. Around the outside goes the Alfa Romeo. Is he going to try and hang on around the outside? He does. Could he get Gakowski as well? It's going to be a drag race to the line. Ian Van Unen will win. Gakowski's held up for second. 3 wide across the line, and Phil gets it. Phil gets it for second by 0.03 of a second. Marlon in third. Gakowski in fourth. 0.43 of a second between second to fourth. Absolutely phenomenal racing through the final corner. Marlon somehow gets a podium. Ferrari ends up without a front wing and Gatkowski coming across the line in fourth. Mad ending. All of that glossed away by Ian Van Unen taking the race when Casper gets, in the end, driver of the day, awarded by the in-game fans.